All right. And there was this going on back in, when I came across the military. See, I was going on about these things initially back in 2017. But I came across it initially actually in 2015. I didn't really get into it until about 2017 when I was going on to the people up and down the streets of out in Phoenix, Arizona area. Tempe actually, little sister city right over there in Phoenix. Brevard County or Whatever County, Tibia County. And after I get a little more education about it and everything, come across the Lightweights Handbook as well. And so, at first, I ran into, like they say, all truth goes through three phases. First is ridicule. I don't know about these three phases being hard ironclad, but I'm pretty sure it tends to be the way it is, depending on the truth, standing to the truth. First, the ridiculed. Second, violently opposed. Third, finally accepted to be as third evident. Finally accepted as self-evident. So we went through that little thing right there, law and so forth. People out there, everyone got in on this shit, And I don't go through all the details, but eventually the military shows up, to let me know they're on the scene. As I'm coming through the fucking park, because now I'm riding something on the fucking sidewalk there. I put a bulbous glandis right here, Then I put a man's penis right here on the walk with a permanent marker, and I said greater than less than with a greater than less than sign. So somebody let me know greater than less than, and I do believe somebody let me know bulbous glandis was greater. And I didn't sit there and wait on it. I left, and there's a big park goes around in a circle like this. And out there in the main park over that way, down by Priest Road, Priest Highway or something like that, yeah? Off of there. And I was like, okay, cool, nah. But then, coming back some other morning or whatever it was, something was going on like that. And then they're fucking sitting there sandblasting the goddamn thing off the fucking thing over there. Some guys, some workers. I see these workers everywhere I fucking go. Either that type of worker or some other kind of worker. So, long story short. So, the military's waiting on me coming down, and I had my puppy with my box mouse puppy at the time. And some ladies were around where all the other guys sitting there fatigued and says, cute puppy. I thought she relished it, actually. But I could be wrong. Just to say in front of the guys, yeah, cute puppy, like dismiss it like it was nothing. Well, I thought to myself, quite neat. It must be something. Matter of fact, I think about making that the canine dog out here. Switching it up, making the canine unit dog and a military dog and so forth. Having it go in there. It was a designer dog at the time. Something they're working on, so I got it for $350. That was that. Now, has it become a pedigree yet? Anyway, probably not. So anyway, start working on it. So anyway, since then, and shortly thereafter, I'm seeing hearing all kinds of signs and stuff, and I'm thinking about Donald Trump in 2015 getting bored with him, but blah, blah, one thing leads to another. This kind of shit goes to the president, so now you're sure these kind of things go to the president when it becomes that motion. So now they're giving me more credibility. Not just laughing after a while, not laughing anymore. I was like, boom, boom, more shit, not ridiculing anymore, right? So now I'm sitting there, chilling out, and I picked this rat trap that I picked up down the street some fucking where. I picked it up. I was going to start hunting for small, like, not hunting for, but setting out, catch a pigeon, and try pigeon for the first time, and a squirrel, whatnot. I never ended up doing that, but I did have it with me. I cleaned it out and shit like that. So here I am eating some fucking chips. Some tortilla chips and some salsa underneath the fucking tree in that park. Chilling out and shit, And I'm understanding that the military is watching me at the time, but I didn't see them, But I wanted to see and throw something out there to see, right? So, either they were, I was wanting to communicate something. And plus, I wanted to see something for my own recognizance, my own purposes, rather. So this pigeon, just one pigeon shows the fuck up while I'm chilling there. All by himself. Horse, I don't know which one. And male, female. And they come fucking with me and shit, And I'm like, okay, well, let's see. Let's see what you are. Let's see by your nature, by your future may know. So I cast all kind of chips out there, coming up to him, all over, not too far away. Let's say I'm sitting here, and I cast them right here, a little ways distance, and so I really wanted the motherfucker to go away. I'll leave you alone as well, I was just in chill mode. But there's a lot of things going on, as I understand. Multifaceted reasons, purposes behind what I was doing. And so now the motherfuckers eating, it's got plenty. I gave you so much that it would be just, and I let it eat for a while as well. I gave so much that it would have been full. It would, if it wasn't, I'd give you some more. But now I set the fucking trap, and I set the trap, I don't know, maybe like 2-3 feet away from me, like arm's distance from me, arm's length from me, where I was at, whatever that is. And I could reach out and pick it up and pick it back and put it back and put it back. So I put just a speck. I make sure it's a small one too. Just a little crumb, a little bit big enough they can see it, but they can see every fucking thing. And over there, and the fucker goes from all the way over there and comes to past this fucking safe zone, comes over there to pecks the fucker right off the fucking trap. Instead of getting all that shit that was still out there. Now its head is in the goddamn thing, neck rather, and I didn't really even touch it. I worked the fucking thing from fish out because it wasn't on me. I felt like that was fairly fucking done. And I didn't want to interfere with it anymore with that. And after it was done, I took the goddamn trap off and I went. Later, not too much later, I'm hearing about cyanide poisoning for a canine esque like canines. What do they call the wolves? They're trying to kill all the canines and wolves, foxes, all that shit, and starting at the source of where they come, where canines come from. That kind of that kind of come from the wolves and all that stuff. So then we start talking about whether that's right or that's wrong. And shortly thereafter, it's been called off. And plus, there was a little boy, a Caucasian white boy that was out there someplace, and he's stomping around, playing around, and he almost came into one of those traps or whatever. I don't know, did he come into it, or did he almost come into it? And ended up getting, and he's finding himself, getting himself in a pickle. Was it cyanide or some other shit? I don't think it was cyanide. I think some other thing or another. But this was put out there in a situation that wasn't fairly to put out there. I fucking thought, Plus, the wolves and all that shit we're here already, so why are we trying to terminate all those if that was what we're leaning towards or going towards? Dogs, leave them alone as well. They're here now. They have something going on now, is the way I looked at it. And I don't want to come off like some softy. That's just the way I was looking at it. Like Quran says, people love their animals, and some people can love their animals so much, or pets so much rather, that they can give them with the human power of the human being, give them a soul that is like a human soul, and they can reincarnate and come back into the next lifetime, and however whatever they're incarnating to, find them in the next lifetime. Could be a fucking partner or someone who's actually a female, or a fucking man, or a woman. And they've got the fucking soul of whatever pet it was that you love so much in them, and they find you in the next lifetime. He didn't say it had to come back as Rin Tin Tin or fucking a Frisky or some goldfish. It's just that it would come back. That soul would come back. Furthermore, I don't think we could get along without dogs at this point. I thought as they've been here so I don't think women could get along with men without dogs. I can't speak for everybody else. I know I could get along without dogs. I like dogs, I really do. But how much of my life have I spent without a dog? In other words, I can get along just fine, But I don't think women can get along without dogs, and I don't think a whole lot of other people can get along without dogs. So I'm speaking about women specifically. I don't think they could. I think they drive us crazy. We have a big hot mess on our hand if you think we have one right now. And I was saying something in Orlando not too long ago about the situation. Like, dogs have contributed, I don't know how much, since they've been here. Right now, just on dog treats alone. And I looked those stats up, and back in 2017, when I had my little apartment and everything, before I got all that shit and got all that. Just on dog treats alone, $50 fucking billion a year. And Milkbone takes fucking half of that. And you'd be surprised how many things are about dogs that aren't directly going towards dogs. That they'll take something and say, let's make this about dogs, like maybe chocolate or fucking coffee, and so on and so forth. And it's a big fucking institution about this shit. So I don't really think that's an intelligent way to go. And I was saying, you know, they've become such a fucking integral part and such a mainstay and the foundational fucking what is going on out here that right now, if you had to choose between me and them, I realized that in Orlando, it would be me. I would have to go. We're talking like termination, right? It's just one of fucking me, and everyone's saying, well, we don't have dogs anymore. Or I'll never have another dog, or this dog is doing this performance, that action, this, that. Okay, now whatever it is they do, blind dogs, same blind dog, what do they serve to the equation? All fucking dogs are fucking me. Now you see how significant a dog is. And it doesn't even take that ratio. But certainly with that ratio, then I've got to go. And that would be the decision, that would be the sound decision. Now you see. And what about the female? I said, hey, what's some females out there like, yo, it's between me and this dog, you know? And she asked the guys, you know, what's it gonna be? Me or the dogs? And I guess collectively the dogs would choose what? To terminate this female or terminate the dogs?